We're getting to the end of Flotsam now. Only 2 levels left. Oops, started over. Only 2 levels left. So right off the gate, get some wacky combat. In this next fight, I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to fight anything with just SSG. Too scared. So I just run away. Gotta hit all the switches though. So if you read the text file, it says that somebody complained that bemused levels were like too linear. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna make you a linear but interconnected map. And that's what this is. The entire map furls in on itself. But I think more interesting is the amount of blur spheres you get. I think that Archvile hurt me a little bit with his zap. I can't tell. Anyway, this first fight is surprisingly easy. With that said, I still get hit. Now we just got to do the cleanup that we ran away from before. But if you go immediately to that cleanup, those revs, you know, they smack you from behind. So there you go. You do get a lot of cells, but you know, it's not something you can totally spam. I only found this out pretty recently. If you go through there, it triggers some crushers, so it kills that Mancubus. And when the Mancubus dies, it spawns a Cyber Demon on top of him, or where he was, which we just passed by. There he is. And you kind of have to wait for him to die, because otherwise he'll kill you, like, even while getting crushed. Because sometimes the crusher, you know, it goes above him. So I just do some other stuff while that happens. Got some more monsters, but I just run back to where the cyber was, because it's safer there. Yeah, I realized, oh yeah, the crusher is on. And I only knew the crusher was a thing like a couple attempts ago, relative to when this was recorded. See, I do kind of have low ammo, only 9, 141. So it's less of a ammo conservation thing and more of just you want to do this level in a smart order so that you pick up ammo before you need it. I know that sounds silly, but I go towards this fight and then don't do it because you can get the rockets from it early. And then go to this fight, which gives you plasma after you beat it. Yeah. It took me so long to realize I could get out of this room. But if you get out of there, then you don't really have access to the soul spheres inside. So you have to do the rest perfectly. So in this fight, the blur sphere was actually helpful. It protects you from the chain gunners. And Lost Souls have such a difficult time with all the chain guns lying around. I don't know why I didn't just wait until the blur sphere wore off. This is a fight that I do second. Let's just try to break through here. And hopefully the Baron and the Cybers haven't been infighting. And it looks like they did a very good job. On very rare occasion, the Cyber Demon can get stuck, which is fantastic. Then I don't have to fight them. But the terribly loud plasma though. Main reason why I don't like the plasma. Actually, the only reason I don't like the plasma is that. Otherwise, it's fine. Alright, so now we get to probably the hardest fight, at least the hardest mandatory fight. Oh, sorry, wrong one. This one's not too bad. If you know what you're doing. I just go straight all the way back down, as far as I can from the revs. So their direct rockets are going to miss from Blur Sphere because I'm so far. And their tracer rockets I can react to normally because they aren't really affected by the Blur Sphere. And the chain gunners I mostly ignore, honestly. Like, what are they going to do? Miss? I was reading the wiki for the Blur Sphere, and apparently it affects hit scan monsters more. This is the fight I was thinking of that I said was really hard. So I run down straight to get the Cyber Demon behind me to hopefully shoot, and he did. Nice. And now, well, we're not going to be able to stop all of them, so hopefully I get them enough to the right that I can run away to the left. Just sort of the classic training strat, the horde strat. And we are able to escape. Apparently, it was not intended that the cyber demon from way out there could hit you from here. He says it's just a nice coincidence. You get this huge long-range cyber. And, you know, that has to be top priority. Which means you're probably taking more Hell 9 projectiles than you would otherwise. We saw. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's the audio's so loud there. It's just the plasma. Just the plasma being goofy. And there we go. Look at that. With like 50 health remaining, we were able to get him. So now, we gotta deal with lots of revs and one cyber demon, but the cyber demon's here to help. So all I want to do is hide with the cyber. Now remember, the plasma has that recoil, so I'm gonna shoot way more than I need to, because it's better to overshoot than undershoot and then have to deal with the consequences of, oh no, my recoil, and now it's taking another like half second to shoot again. So yeah, that cyber demon does a great job. He does much better than I could. Because you know what? He's got 10 times my health, and he doesn't take rocket self-damage. And even then he died. So now we're done, but since we're crazy, oh yeah, I forgot about this, Arch Files. I don't know why this was such a difficult section for me, but I feel like it should not have been so hard, but whatever. We got through it, just barely. I don't know. That section was way harder than I was anticipating. But now, we are done. We can leave. The exit is right here. But as you can see, the video is another minute or so. So, what dumb thing do I do? I hit a secret switch. We go off onto the ledge. And we find ourselves more stuff to kill. And we've had 2 Blur Sphere fights already. We're gonna get another one. This time it's not gonna be helpful though. I just try getting some free flyers. They really don't help that much, but So there are 4 Arachnos, and each time an Arachno dies, it gets replaced by a Cyber Demon, and let me tell you, everything is projectiles. You gotta deal with Barons, Revenants, Cyber Demons, Arachnotrons in this small space where if you fall off, you die. It is terrible. And you might be wondering, hey, usually you're pretty decent with 2-tapping, at least on stream, and then you die, and then when you record, you do it safer. But why didn't you 2-tap that? Well, not with the Blur Sphere, I'm not doing that. I'm keeping my distance. It's so unpredictable with that. Okay. Gaming.